There is an awareness behind the thoughts. That awareness behind the thoughts is you. It is the real you. It is the unconditional loving you. It is the all-powerful you. It is the God you. And it is this God you that is making all of the decisions. The manifestation is and will always be instant. But how? You know how you think about a car and then boom, you see it on the road? Or you, just yesterday, I was thinking, look, I want some food, but I want it to be healthy. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get some healthy food. I ended up getting a chicken salad for free. Like, what? How does that work? Or how do you think about somebody and they text you? That's because you literally have the ability to manifest instantly. But it's from this new viewpoint that I've kind of made up just now that you do it, okay? So, I mean, this is a viewpoint most people have, but you have the 5D, 4D, and 3D. You are the 5D version of you. When I say you are God, that is you rising in consciousness and realizing, hey, I am literally the 5D version of me. I don't actually live here on this plane. It is from the idea that you live on this plane, though, that you think I need to do a technique or I need to have a certain amount of thoughts so that I can manifest this. No, you don't. You actually don't. Like, you could bypass all of this stuff just by rising in consciousness and knowing exactly who you are. And I'm going to tell you exactly how affirmations fall into this as well too, okay? So, first thing you got to realize is that when you say that you are your God self, that means you don't even live here. You don't live on this plane, technically. Most people believe that their soul is within them. That's because spiritually, that's what we've been taught. My soul is within me and there's a bigger God somewhere else that tells me what to do and blah, 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 blah. And if you believe that, look, this video is not for you, okay? But what I'm saying is you are the God on another plane because your spirit lives in the 3D. This dimension is too dense to house a spirit. Therefore, you don't actually even live here. This room is too dense to house a thought. That's why you can't see them. These are all different layers of reality, okay? And the 4D is slightly more dense than the 5D, and 3D is the densest of them all. This is frequency that is so thick to where you can literally touch and interact with things around you, okay? So try to conceptualize that. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this pyramid up on the screen that I drew. The pyramid entire thing is you. You are your reality around you. You are also your thoughts. You are also the spirit version of you. It is all connected to you. Therefore, it is you. You are all that is. So you can be this limited or you can be that expanded, okay? The real version of you, all right? So what I want you to do is think about something. Think about you going to the store right now. Just close your eyes and imagining yourself going to the store. At some point, you can look at that imagination and you can say, okay, I went to the store. Let me add a buggy. Or let me show somebody walking up to me. Who is doing that? Your thoughts can't be in control of your thoughts. That doesn't make sense. There is an awareness behind the thoughts. That awareness behind the thoughts is you. It is the real you. It is the unconditional loving you. It is the all-powerful you. It is the God you. And it is this God you that is making all of the decisions. The moment the God you says, this is me, this is who I am, then everything has to change. Your mind kind of has a mind of its own. That's when we talk about ego. That's what ego is. Ego is going to try to say, hey, this logically doesn't make sense. What is going on? Even though the 5D you made a decision. Ego can still say, hey, I don't want that person to be in my awareness. I don't want to imagine that. But if the 5D you said, this is what I'm going to do, then I am that I am. Circumstances don't matter. I don't care how I feel. Boom, this is my reality. This person is right here. This could be your SP. This could be a load of money inside of that reality that you created in your mind. And then boom, it has to be reflected into the dense version of reality, the 3D. Okay? So look, I made all of these notes. We're gonna put those down because I'm already in the flow state right now, all right? So 5D, 4D, 3D. Where people get mixed up and they get into the techniques, let's talk about the techniques right now, is they go on and they're like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure my mind is right and I need to make sure I'm thinking correctly. And yes, there's good and positive thinking, but The positive thinking only works because the 5D told you it did. The 5D is saying, I'm going to think this right now. I'm going to think that right now. And it's from there that you create your reality. So as long as you make the decision, the real you, the God you is making the decision, everything has no choice but to change, all right? So y'all saw the pyramid I put up on the screen, right? Here's the updated pyramid. That is the real pyramid. This is what is really happening when you make a decision. And people think decisions and they're like, oh, it's just my brain deciding what action I'm going to take. And it's just my brain deciding what I'm going to think. Your brain doesn't actually control reality. Your spirit does. Your spirit does. And because your spirit does not actually live here, you can see that this is the God that is controlling my reality. This is the God. When you were conditioned, you were reduced to your brain and your mind and the 3D around you. That's what modern day manifestation broke down. But when you realize I'm actually the Godhead that is aware of everything, you can simply make the decision, simply decide, hey, this is my reality. I'm going to imagine myself with a shit ton of money. I'm going to imagine myself with the most amazing job. I'm going to imagine myself with my SP because everything works out perfectly for me because I am God, because I am source, because I'm all that is, because I'm always chosen, because I'm everyone's top priority. And I'm literally love and perfection itself. Boom. That's it. That's my reality. And then when ego tries to come in because you've been conditioned to think in this way, I'm about to sidebar for a little bit, but my kids will never know what it's like to live in a reality where they don't have control. They will never know. They will never know what it's like to walk through reality like a zombie and not understand that they are literally God. They literally have the power to control their reality simply by deciding to think differently. Deciding that this is what that means. All right? Okay, but back to what I was talking about. And then when ego tries to come in and say, hey, this is not how it works. You need to work hard. It needs to be hard. You have to, this is a prerequisite for you to get what you want. You have to talk to these people. You have to go and get this job. You have to do this. You have to do something you don't like. You're like, God didn't say that. You know, I don't have to accept what logic says is true because that conditioning goes straight to the mental and it tries to block the spiritual. The logic is going to try to block the spiritual. The ego is going to try to block you. The old man is going to try to block you. This is talked about in the Bible so many times too. But that's not what rules reality. This is why circumstances doesn't matter. This is why fear doesn't matter. This is why doubt doesn't matter. It is what you decide. And the real you lives on a different dimension, okay? I was going to say lives up there. I mean, that's what you could say. There is no physical distance, though. It's not in the 3D. It's not in this reality that the spirit you lives. Because how could that even be possible? If you can't see, feel, touch, smell, any of that stuff, technically it's not even here. It's not here. There is something else, something all powerful, and you could say it's within you because we are all that is, but it is in control, and that it is you. I am that I am. Let's just, I am that I am. You are completely in control. You have to decide what thoughts and feelings mean. You literally have to decide what thoughts and feelings mean. So mastering you is mastering reality. The real you. People say, oh, figure out who you are. This is who you are. This is who you are. And if you can meditate and understand that, it is done. Reality is done. There is nothing you will ever need to worry about ever again. Okay? Ever again. Ever again. Understand that. Understand that. Whatever the folks be saying, I still don't know what understand means. I'm guessing that's what that means. Okay, I'm playing around on this camera. I'm running up the minutes. But thank y'all for tuning into this video. I really hope y'all understand. And let me just put the pyramids up one more time just so y'all can understand it. I'm spitting and stuff. But this pyramid, that pyramid. The I is you. You are in the 5D. You are creating your reality with every single decision you make. You have dominion over everything. That is the real you. You are not your physical body. You are also not your thoughts. Therefore, you are in control of them because you are literally God. That's it, okay? If y'all wanted coaching and stuff, I'm going to eventually make a link down below. I want to do like a group coaching membership. so I can work closely with y'all, help y'all out in this. But until then, I'm gonna leave my email down below so y'all can hit me up. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.